Is silence truly powerful? Stoic philosophy suggests it is not only powerful but essential in navigating life's complexities. By guiding us through 10 situations where silence is golden, we're offered a blueprint for harnessing this understated strength. From moments of ignorance to the heat of anger, the philosophy teaches us when and why to choose silence over speech. In the realm of ignorance, where opinions often outweigh knowledge, silence becomes a shield. Abraham Lincoln famously remarked, "Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt." This wisdom underscores the power of silence in preserving dignity and avoiding unnecessary folly. When anger bubbles to the surface, the urge to speak can be overwhelming. Yet, Ambrose Bierce offers a counterpoint, suggesting that words spoken in anger are often those we regret the most. By embracing silence, we allow ourselves the space to cool down, reflecting on a more composed response. During arguments, it's easy to believe that the loudest voice wins. However, Confucius introduces a contrasting philosophy. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. This teaches us that true wisdom and strength lie not in our words, but in our deeds. Lastly, when we find ourselves uninformed on a topic, the impulse might be to fill the silence with words, any words. Yet an unknown sage advises, if you can't improve the silence, don't break it. This principle guides us to embrace silence as a form of respect towards the sanctity of knowledge and understanding. In the presence of arrogance, silence becomes a profound statement. It's often said that arrogance is a kingdom without a crown, highlighting the emptiness of such a trait. By choosing not to engage, we let humility speak volumes. This silent response not only preserves our own dignity, but also subtly challenges the arrogance of others, fostering a moment of self-reflection for them. When listening, the wisdom of Epictetus reminds us of the importance of being more receptive than expressive. With 2 ears and 1 mouth, the ratio suggests a natural predilection for listening over speaking. This principle encourages us to embrace silence as an opportunity to truly understand and connect with others, enriching our relationships and personal growth. To avoid becoming entangled in gossip, we can draw inspiration from Eleanor Roosevelt's insight. Great minds focus on ideas, not people. This perspective encourages us to elevate our conversations and use our silence as a boundary that protects us from the trivial and often harmful nature of gossip, nurturing a more meaningful and respectful dialogue. When tempted to criticize, remembering the Spanish proverb to not speak unless we can improve the silence offers a moment of pause. This pause allows us to consider the impact of our words and choose those that contribute positively to the silence. It's a practice in mindfulness and compassion, encouraging constructive feedback over criticism. In moments of doubt, Voltaire's words serve as a reminder of the absurdity of seeking absolute certainty. Embracing silence in these moments can be a powerful tool for introspection and clarity. It allows us the space to question, reflect, and ultimately find peace within the uncertainty, guiding us towards a more resilient and adaptable mindset. To practice self-control, Stoicism teaches us the value of silence. René Descartes once remarked on the courage needed to speak up for one's rights, yet it's the mastery of silence that often earns greater respect. This silent strength is not about passivity, but about choosing moments of expression wisely, showcasing a deep inner confidence and control. Recapping the 10 Stoic situations to choose silence offers a journey through ancient wisdom and modern thought. From avoiding the pitfalls of gossip to embracing moments of doubt with quiet reflection, each scenario underscores silence as a strategic tool rather than a mere absence of speech. This collection of insights serves as a guide to navigating life's complexities with grace. Silence in communication is often underestimated. Stoic philosophy, however, celebrates it as a powerful tool. By choosing when to speak and when to hold back, one can convey messages more potently than with words alone. This approach encourages thoughtful interaction, where the space between words is filled with meaning. Understanding the value of silence in our noisy world can be transformative. A Stoic perspective highlights how silence isn't just about the absence of noise, but about the presence of a profound inner peace. In embracing quiet, we can find clarity amid chaos, making room for introspection and deeper connections with others. Stoicism teaches us to use silence as a form of wisdom and strength. It's a deliberate choice, a response to the world's ceaseless chatter that allows us to conserve energy, avoid unnecessary conflict, and reflect on our principles. Through silence, Stoics find resilience, demonstrating that sometimes the most powerful statements are those left unspoken. Exploring the impact of silence in personal growth through Stoic teachings offers a refreshing perspective in our fast-paced world. Stoicism encourages us to internalize our experiences, reflecting before we react. This mindful pause allows for personal development, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and the situations we encounter. The art of silence in Stoicism isn't about mere quietness. It's a strategic choice. Knowing when not to speak can be more powerful than the most eloquent words. In situations of conflict or confusion, silence can be a fortress, protecting us from saying something we might regret and allowing wisdom to prevail. Silence as a response to life's challenges is a Stoic strategy that emphasizes resilience. Instead of immediately reacting to provocation or adversity, Stoicism teaches us the power of pausing. This pause is not a sign of weakness but of strength, offering space to assess the situation calmly and respond with intention. The power of pausing, as encouraged by Stoicism, is about thoughtful silence. It's a deliberate choice to not let our immediate emotions dictate our actions. This philosophy helps us navigate through anger, frustration, and misunderstanding with grace, using silence as a tool for self-regulation and thoughtful communication. From anger to arrogance, navigating life's trials with Stoic silence is a profound journey. It teaches us that not every action requires a reaction, and not every word warrants a response. In embracing silence, we find a path to inner peace and a more measured, reflective approach to life's challenges. Stoicism and the silent treatment go hand in hand, not as a means of passive aggression, but as a deliberate choice to communicate effectively. When silence speaks louder than words, it's a powerful statement of patience and understanding. Stoics use silence to reflect and respond thoughtfully, transforming potential conflicts into opportunities for growth. Harnessing the strength of silence in a world full of noise is a Stoic approach to maintaining inner peace. By choosing not to engage in every argument or react to every provocation, we conserve our mental energy for matters that truly deserve our attention. This selective silence is not weakness but a strategic strength. The Stoics' path to inner peace often involves embracing silence in the midst of chaos. By doing so, we create a personal sanctuary that shields us from the turmoil of the outside world. This practice allows us to remain centered and focused, even when external circumstances are challenging. Breaking down the Stoic principle of silence in modern-day scenarios reveals its timeless relevance. Whether facing criticism at work or navigating personal disagreements, the choice to remain silent can often diffuse tension and foster a deeper understanding. It's in these moments of restraint that we find our greatest strength and clarity. Silence in the face of criticism is a Stoic practice of maintaining composure and dignity. It's not about ignoring feedback, but about choosing the right moment and mindset to engage with it constructively. In doing so, Stoics demonstrate that true power lies not in vocal reaction, but in thoughtful response. Silence, in the realm of Stoic philosophy, transcends mere absence of sound. It emerges as a pivotal tool for resilience and reflection. Stoics understand that pausing before reacting or speaking allows for a deeper connection with one's inner wisdom. This practice not only aids in avoiding impulsive mistakes, but also fosters a serene mind, capable of navigating life's tumultuous waters with grace. By embracing silence, we cultivate a space for introspection, enabling us to confront life's challenges with a composed and thoughtful demeanor. Finding wisdom in silence is a fundamental Stoic practice that enriches our lives by fostering mindfulness. In the quiet moments, we're invited to look inward, assessing our values, actions, and the direction of our personal growth. This introspective process is crucial for living a life aligned with Stoic virtues. It teaches us to appreciate the present, understand our emotions, and react to life's uncertainties with a balanced and calm approach. Silence, therefore, is not merely a lack of noise, but a gateway to profound self-discovery and wisdom. Stoics value silence in an era overwhelmed by endless communication, because it represents a counterbalance to the external noise that perpetually inundates our senses. In choosing silence, we reclaim our focus, directing it inward to cultivate a sense of peace and clarity. This deliberate withdrawal from the cacophony of daily life allows us to prioritize our mental well-being, encouraging a meditative state where true insight and understanding can flourish. Silence in this context becomes an act of self-care and a testament to the strength of one's character. The silent warrior, a concept deeply ingrained in Stoic teachings, uses silence as a defense mechanism against life's adversities. By refraining from unnecessary speech, the Stoic demonstrates mastery over emotions, choosing instead to observe, listen, and reflect. This strategic use of silence is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful tactic in preserving one's tranquility and dignity. It embodies the Stoic ideal that sometimes the most potent response to provocation or misunderstanding is no response at all. Stoicism teaches us that the power of withholding words, or when silence is golden, serves as a crucial strategy in maintaining harmony within oneself and with others. By choosing when and how to speak carefully, we avoid exacerbating conflicts or causing unintended harm. This mindful approach to communication underscores the Stoic belief in the virtue of restraint, highlighting how, in many situations, silence can convey wisdom, strength, and respect more eloquently than words ever could. Through silence, Stoics navigate life with a composed and reflective spirit, embodying the philosophy that true power often lies in what we choose not to say. Navigating life's silence-imposing situations requires a profound understanding of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us that silence isn't merely the absence of speech, but a form of active engagement. By choosing not to respond to provocations, we exercise control over our emotions, demonstrating strength rather than weakness. This Stoic advice encourages us to find serenity amidst chaos by embracing silence as a thoughtful choice. The virtue of silence in Stoic thought is fundamental to building character and resilience. It's about restraint, not repression. Stoicism advocates for a silence that is reflective, allowing us to ponder our actions and reactions. Through this practice, we cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and empathy, understanding that sometimes words can be superfluous. Stoic silence can lead to better relationships and understanding by fostering an environment where listening takes precedence over speaking. This approach doesn't mean ignoring the needs or words of others, but rather giving them the space to express themselves. It's about valuing the words we choose to share and recognizing the impact they can have. The strategic silence Stoics employ in handling confrontation and disputes is both a tactic and a testament to their philosophy. It's about knowing when words will escalate a situation versus when silence can de-escalate tension. This form of silence is powerful, showing that one is considering their response carefully, not out of fear or ignorance, but out of respect for the outcome. Silence, as a form of Stoic meditation, offers a pathway to cultivating inner stillness. In a world that constantly bombards us with information, taking a moment to embrace silence can be revolutionary. It's a practice that allows us to disconnect from external noise, connect with our thoughts, and reflect on our values and actions. Through this meditation, Stoics find clarity, peace, and a deeper connection to the world around them. Echoes of silence in Stoicism are profound, teaching us to appreciate what's unsaid. This philosophy invites us to listen more deeply, not just to words but to the silence between them. In doing so, we become more attuned to the underlying emotions and intentions, enriching our understanding and empathy towards others. Embracing Stoic silence in everyday life is a practice of mindfulness and restraint. It's choosing not to fill every moment with noise, but rather allowing space for thoughts and emotions to settle. This practice helps us respond to life's challenges with calmness and clarity, transforming our interactions and relationships for the better. The transformative power of silence, according to Stoic philosophy, is both personal and profound. It allows us to internalize wisdom, develop patience, and cultivate a deeper sense of peace. By valuing silence, we learn to speak only when necessary, making our words more impactful and our decisions more considered. Silence in the Stoic journey is not just an absence of noise, it's a tool for personal and spiritual growth. It encourages self-reflection, helping us to confront our inner turmoil and find serenity amidst chaos. This introspective silence is a pathway to self-mastery, leading to a more fulfilling and resilient life. Integrating Stoic silence into daily life offers a path to peace and resilience. It's a reminder that in a world filled with constant stimulation, silence can be a sanctuary. By practicing Stoic silence, we learn to navigate life's storms with grace, standing firm in the knowledge that sometimes silence truly is golden.